Hello once again, ladies and gents of the internet, and welcome back to Sickness. This game actually has intrigued my interest. Barnhouse, you have succeeded. But here we are in... I forget the dude's name. Oh well. But yeah, so we're going to go ahead and get this started. If you guys don't like the voice, it's going to go on for this episode, and then on the next one, I'll have a chance to do my comments before that. And then you can tell me what you think it should be. Anyways, as soon as I entered my temporary home, I noticed a pleasant scent coming from the kitchen. Following my nose, I traced the source of the scent back to the chef of the household, who immediately ran over to my side.
Ah, welcome.
Oh God, what am I doing?
Welcome back. I thought it was about time for you to get home. I've been waiting all afternoon.
The young girl waiting for me was Sarah, my twin sister, the only family I have left. Unlike me, Sarah's still in school, so she's been getting home a few hours earlier than I have lately, giving her ample time to take care of household chores. Kind, gentle, dependable, smart, Sarah is the image of an ideal little sister, one without whom I've never made it this far. I'm not late, am I?
Not at all. In fact, you're just in time.
In time? In time for what? Given my first observation upon entering the house, I had already had a good idea what awaited for me. However, even with Sarah standing before me, wearing an apron, something didn't seem right. In a house with few appliances and shelves stocked with cheap instant food, my sister, who had never cooked for me before, had somehow whipped up a proper meal in anticipation of my return. On tonight of all nights? Really? I could ignore the fact that this house smells like real food for once, but where on earth did the ingredients and utensils come from? Since Sarah and I began living on our own, we've been eating instant food every day, unable to afford anything better. With the petty cash we had left, there's no way Sarah could have bought any of this.
In the saucepan, there's white sauce with chunks of dried tomatoes. In the pot, we have a fettuccine pot.
Oh, that sounds good.
I hope you're hungry.
Hungry is an understatement, but if there's one thing more powerful than my stomach, it's my curiosity. Sarah, where did we get the money for all of this? And since when do you know how to cook? I go out of my way to cook dinner, and this is how you react? God, that voice. Fine then. I guess I'll eat it all myself. I knew we should have stopped after the first question. Oh well, forget it. Sarah probably just borrowed some things from school, from one of her friends. Anyway, where have you been?
Usually you would have been home an hour ago.
Shit, that's right. Given the situation, I haven't even thought about what time it was. Ooh. So, do we lie to her, or do we blow her off? See? Oh, thing is, dismissing the question for me is like same thing. I'm gonna have to go with make up an excuse. I'm sorry if this is the bad decision. No, can't lie to her though, but come back to bite me in the ass. Nope. Better to play it off. An excuse made up on the spot would just make her suspicious. Does that work? Hey, I could have lost track of time. I must have lost track of time. Anyway, did I miss anything? That's actually kind of true. I was at work and I lost track of time. It's very true.
Ah, now that you mention it, something did arrive for you.
Sarah removed her apron, simultaneously taking out an envelope out of her bucket.
Sorry, I know I shouldn't have opened it.
Sarah handed me the envelope, which she attempted to reseal after opening. You little bitch. I love you, but you're my sister. But you're a little bitch. I peered inside the envelope, and within I found... money?
Money, 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 money!
Money! Wait a minute. Has to be at least $2,000 in there.
Can I get that?
Please?
I spent a little on utensils and some fresh meat and vegetables. You can't eat instant noodles every day, you know.
Sarah explained to me why the envelope was no longer full, but as I vacantly stared at the money in my hands, she needn't have bothered. Even at the pay I was promised, I should have made less than $1,000 in total. Oh, I know the struggle there. For there to be over that, a double that, left after Sarah's expenses. This must be Marcus's doing. He knows I need money, and that I won't be able to pay him back unless I accept his job offer. Furthermore, Marcus sent the money straight to my sister, eliminating the possibility of me refusing or returning the money. But how did he get the money in my sister so early? Did he know ahead of time that Muda would refuse to pay me? This is all just...
What are you waiting for? Come on, get it while it's hot. It's a very pretty house.
Interrupting my agitated thoughts, Sarah took me by the hand and led me into the living room. Sitting on the table in front of the couch were placemats, paired with shiny cutlery. More goods we didn't own mere hours ago. Further to that, 2 steaming plates entered my vision moments later, as Sarah made another quick stop to the kitchen, bringing with her a heavenly scent.
Come on, put down the money and eat.
As intrigued as I was by the scene before me, the thought of putting down the cash-filled envelope had yet crossed my mind. After all, before I could relax and eat dinner, there was still something I needed to clear up. I will, but before that, how and when did you get this envelope?
Didn't your boss tell you? The envelope was mailed here sometime today.
Well, I get that envelopes aren't made to be mailed. But an envelope with this much money in it? That's just careless. And extremely suspicious.
Hadn't really thought about that. I just found it slipped under the door before I got home.
That isn't much to go on. But it does confirm my earlier suspicions. Sarah gets home hours before I do. If this money came from Marcus, he really must have known that would have happened ahead of time. Damn it! Feels like I'm being played by that bastard.
Enough about that. Sit down and eat already. You better not be stalling, because you're afraid to eat my cooking.
What? Oh, of course not. Though it is true that she's never cooked for me before. Oh well, it certainly smells nice enough. Wow, this is actually pretty good. Might be because I've been eating instant food for weeks on end, but this tastes like something I'd actually pay for. Yeah, did.
Well, she did. She paid for it.
How do I voice this? I have no webcam. I'm staring intently into the microphone. Though it might taste better better if a certain someone wasn't analyzing every bite I take. Oh, get a teaser. I gotta be sarcastic, little asshole. Whoa, this is amazing.
You really think so?
Absolutely. You'll make a great wife one of these days.
Jeez, what are you talking about? Who would be a great wife?
Don't sell yourself short, my dear sister. Any guy would be lucky to have you. Though I suppose your attitude and sense of style would use some work. Oh my god, what am I doing? What am I getting myself into?
You really think that?
Wait, what was that?
You're the last person in the world who should be like to drink me on my style.
Now, it was meant as a compliment.
How is that a compliment? That's me asking personally.
Ha, this is more like it. Sarah's so much fun to tease. She's really easy to wind up. Whatever's the case, it really is nice eating real food again.
What are you talking about? It's only been a couple weeks, you know.
For you, maybe. I've gone from a month of hospital food straight to nothing but instant noodles.
Oh,
Wait, hospital? What? Huh? Wait, wait, huh?
oh, alright. Guess it's been a while for you.
As much as I try to sympathize with Sarah, my life hasn't been too grand, thank you. After suffering a severe head injury and losing months of memories as a result, I received grim news that our parents had been killed in a car crash. Oh, worse, since the circumstances surrounding the crash were deemed suspicious. Their assets were frozen, leaving Sarah and I without a dime. Finally, without any close relatives who we could rely on, I had little choice but to quit school and find a job, assuming responsibility for Sarah's well-being. So now, after suffering so much hardship in such a short amount of time, being able to indulge in peaceful home life, this is such a dream come true.
Either way, you're right. It's nice. It feels like we finally got some piece of our old lives back.
I couldn't agree with you more. And with that in mind, dear sister, what will be the next step of the Tesla family restoration project? So it's Suo Tesla? You have a Nikolai in your family? That'd be cool.
What?
If we're going to restore our lives to what they were, we'll need to plan out what we're going to do. What's next? A car? A bigger TV? A living maid?
Like I'd let you get a living maid, you pervert. But you have a point. We should have some kind of plan to manage from now on. What do we need next?
There's a lot of things still missing from this house. The facilities work, we have minor luxuries like a television and a refrigerator, but still far off from feeling like home. It's nothing we need to figure out right now. Just give it some thought.
Right. Shouldn't get too excited about spending money we don't even have yet. Besides, we should be going to bed soon anyways.
Right. We should get a second bed.
Huh?
I mean, even if there's only one bedroom in this house, there's still room for another bed. That way we wouldn't need to share anymore. I'm sure many people would get the wrong idea if I said I sleep with my sister. And you would be correct, my dear sir. But there's nothing really dubious at play here. This house only has a single bedroom, and until now we couldn't afford a second bed. Furthermore, when I suggest that I take the couch, Sarah insists that I need to sleep properly for work, and I could tell that she didn't want to be left alone in an unfamiliar house. Given the situation, I'd say our decision was correct.
That's a waste of money.
It is. But don't you want a bed of your own again? I mean, surely you're sick of...
Focus on things we need, not things we want. Jesus. Besides, it's getting late. We should think about it tomorrow.
Huh. Guess my idea wasn't as bright as I thought. Maybe Sarah isn't ready to sleep alone after all. Regardless, Sarah was right about one thing. We shouldn't get too excited about spending money we don't even have yet. I should have told Sarah where the money came from, and that there might be any future payments like, and that there might not be any future payments like it. But I let the atmosphere go to my head, afraid to break the mood. For the first time since our parents died, Sarah was happy. And if tonight pans out, I'd be satisfied with merely prolonging her happiness, even just temporarily. After taking a shower and storing my earnings, I retreated to my bedroom for a few hours of sleep. Sarah fell asleep by my side, tightly clinging to my torso, greedily stealing my body heat until I too lost consciousness. Unfortunately, as nice and peaceful and relaxing in a warm bed sounds. Unfortunately, as nice as a peaceful, relaxing night in a warm bed sounds, tonight that pleasure will be short-lived. Whatever Marcus had planned, midnight is the deadline he gave me. I don't plan on being late. Midnight meetings and corpse handling aside, the fact of the matter is that Marcus has already compensated me for work not yet done, not to mention the promise of more to come. Whatever reservations I have about this, I can't afford not to go. At the very least, I need to hear him out and see what he has in mind. And if the job he has lined up for me is as violent and well paid as my night so far would suggest, then there are worse ways to make a living. Eyeing the clock on the wall facing our bed, I snuck away from my sister's side, careful not to wake her. I slowly removed her arm around me, replacing my body with the pillow I'd been using until moments prior, then tiptoed out of our bedroom and using the living room, not making a sound the entire trip. It's a shame to have to leave her side like this, but tonight there's somewhere else I need to be. Following the unfamiliar route detailed to me earlier today, I made my way to a part of town I never thought I'd need to visit. Among the many districts of Richmond, this is one of the poorest and definitely not a good place to be at this time of night. There's no police present to speak of. Most of the stores are closed and abandoned, and there's absolutely zero maintenance being done. As soon as Marcus told me where we'd be meeting, I knew that job he had lined up for me couldn't be legal. Just what am I getting myself into here? Jeez, took you long enough. I was beginning to think you chickened out. The moment Marcus and I met face to face, he opened with his usual level of compassion. Chickened out of what? I don't even know why I am here. You're here because one of the few places in town where someone like you can actually make money. You know that isn't what I meant. I'm in a shady neighborhood in the middle of the night, prepared to make money from legally questionable work, and you're still telling me the bare minimum. Can't keep me in the dark forever, Marcus. I guess you're right. But really, relax already. It's honest work, I assure you. In this part of town, this late at night, I doubt it. Alright, so what now? Just follow me. You'll understand soon enough. Marcus turned around and walked to the other side of the entrance of the building, joining the car park. He removed the key ring from his pocket and unlocked the steel frame door, turning back for a moment to smirk, as though daring me to follow him. And so I did. Following right behind Marcus, I entered the dreary building, immediately confronted by a dusty staircase within. The path before us was dark, dirty, and every bit as eerie as one would think a midnight stroll in an unsavory neighborhood might be. Despite that, the staircase appeared to be maintained, or at least not dilapidated. Moreover, albeit faint, I could definitely see some light coming from below. What had awaited us at the bottom of the staircase was an arena. In the center was a boxing ring, and beyond that were grandstands akin to those I'd usually see at football stadiums. Despite the massive size of the venue before us, there were only a few people present at all, mulling around near the top of the grandstands. The lights remained dim for all intents and purposes. Marcus and I were essentially alone. So what do you think? Pretty impressive, huh? That's one word for it. What the hell was the arena doing down here? I believe the word you're looking for is stadium or ring. Anyways, where else would it be? Events like these can't take place out in the open. Not even in Richmond. Events like these, it's just a boxing ring, right? In a way. Interested in boxing? I'm not a fan of watching sport. But when it comes to think about it, let's wait a little longer. Another 5 minutes in this place, and it'll be open to the public. Then you can tell me if you're interested in bashing skulls for a living. Alright guys, well, we're about to see some fun stuff happening. But that is all the time I got for this episode. If you still are enjoying the series, leave a like down below, comment what you'd like to see next, and if you want to see more content from me, click that subscribe button. Barnhouse, thank you again for suggesting this to me. It actually has grabbed my interest. And as always, guys, I will see all of you on the flip side.
The challenger has arrived!